of bank.
Welcome to Adamas University.
Thank you very much.
We have an esteemed guest, Professor Dr. Prashant from Sharda University, and his specialty is in forensic science, a very, very, very interesting subject. I think all of us who watches a lot of OTT, content, forensic is something that makes us all very interested in the series, because the science of like who's the killer, who's the murderer, or what has happened is what attracts us the most. So today we are lucky to have Dr. Prashant here to throw some more light. And the interesting part is that he is not only into forensics, but he's come to talk to our students. A session he did on forensic science that plays on accidents, something which is not in our control. So how forensic science helps us in decoding accidents is a very interesting aspect which he will throw some light. So welcome once again, sir.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you. So if you could just tell us some more about how forensic science and accident cases, are related in helping in solving the accidents.
Right. So first I start from this, what is actually the meaning of forensic science? Why everyone is fascinating about the forensic science. A lot of students are coming up to join the forensic science. Basically, forensic science, if we define it, is a scientific investigation of the crime. And the students are fascinated with the forensic science because they saw in the serials CSI and the CID, etc.
Yes.
They have given us some aspect to the students, and students are coming to join this forensic science program. And government nowadays are also planning to establish forensic science and develop the few forensic science in India. So by establishing the very good university at the national level, the National Forensic Science University, and they have a plan to establish such type of university in every state. And here also in Kolkata, there are a number of universities are coming up with the forensic science course. So definitely, this will go very far in the terms of forensic science. So as far as the road accident cases are concerned, in most of the cases we have the investigation, because in India the investigation is a police science investigation, but the road accident cases are actually neglected scientifically. So, but nowadays my talk was on how the forensic science is useful in the road accident cases, because the term that is associated with the accident, generally we say the accident means it is by chance and no one is responsible.
Yeah, nobody is responsible
for that. But that is not true about the road accident cases. Although the term is accident is there, but definitely someone is responsible for the accident. If anyone lose job in the road, lose life in the road accident, so definitely we have to somebody take the responsibility of the committing this. So we can be taken as an offense also. So what the different aspects of forensic science that can be helpful in the investigation of the road accident cases, the collection of the evidence in the road cases, and the further how we can prove that the person is culprit.
So sir, if you could give us one example of because for me to understand, like an accident happens, right? Like you're walking down the road, or you're crossing the road, or you're on a bike and you're hit by a car or something and you meet with an accident. So how exactly does forensic science help me in find out, like if a bus is the reason that you were mowed down on the road, you met with an accident. So how does forensic science play that role in helping you figure out that that is the culprit, who's the culprit? Or
if anything happens, if the bus roam down one person on the road, so first we need to check who is at fault, whether the person who is the victim in that case, whether he was at the fault or the bus driver was at the fault. So by how we can determine this? So that is on the basis of the different aspects of different points of investigation are there. First, check the speed of the vehicle. So whether if it is a busy road, then how much speed is allowed to a bus driver to take the bus.
Okay.
So this can be checked by the presence of the skid marks which are found at on the road by the bus. So by measuring the skid marks, we can find the tentative speed of the bus. So we may know whether the bus was over speeding or not. If it is at over speeding, so definitely it was the fault of the bus driver. Or also if any bus jumps the red signal, the person was crossing the road but the bus crosses the signal and it hits the person, so that is also important to know whether the bus is at fault or not. So there are some aspects by which the forensic science can help to know who is at fault.
Wow, such interesting, right? Skid marks. Skid marks can help you understand whether the bus driver was speeding or not speeding. So, such interesting information. So, how would you say, sir, was your session with the students today?
It was a wonderful session. Although the students was from the first year, most majority are from the first year, but they are so enthusiastically connected. And in the last session, after the session, they have with a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So I was very happy to see that there are a lot of questions at the end of the session. So it means that students have understand what I have taught them, and definitely it will go further, and students will learn more during the tenure of their study at Adamas University.
Yes, as I was saying that forensic science is such an interesting subject that I'm sure everybody had a lot of interesting questions, because it's a very subject which is like very there's a lot of curiosity as to how things pan out thanks to forensic science. And would you like to say something about our campus? This is your first time visiting our campus, sir?
Yeah, I have visited Calcutta first time actually, and I am very fortunate that the first time I visited this campus, Adamas University, and I must say it is a beautiful campus, greenery all over around, and I have visited a lot of departments and the labs here only, and everything I found it is very perfect, and especially the labs are set up with a lot of instruments, and the people are working, scholars are working in the laboratory. So definitely there is a very good campus, and I would love to be here in the campus if I got a chance to be.
That's such a wonderful thing to hear, sir. We all look forward to seeing you again, and we would like to say thank you once again for gracing us with your esteemed presence, and have a very good evening, sir.
Thank you very much.